What's happening, everybody? Thanks for joining me for this daily horoscope. It is Brian once again here with Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. June 16th, 2020. We made it to Tuesday. Yesterday was pretty heavy. Well, guess what? Today, it just keeps rolling on up until these eclipses, and then it's not like that like lightens the load. This year we're in this lull right now where everything kind of feels normal. Everybody's kind of chill. We're good. I gotta be honest with you. There's nothing chill about this year. It's gonna get crazy, but it's what you do with it. Do you come into a place in your mind and in yourself where you feel comfortable and can accept the changes that are happening in the world, or are you gonna get lost in them and hold on to some things that really just, I don't know. Are you just going to get lost in the Matrix? Or are you going to take the red pill and get out of the Matrix? That's really where we're at right now in life. Because if you hold on to that, and that's the thing about the blue pill right now, is there's not even a sweet ignorant bliss where we just go back to the reality we were just living. It's like red pill or nothing. You either see through it and accept that crazy things are happening and there's this big change and there's a catalyst for it, and well, it's crazy that the astrology backs it up because the transits just are insane this year. Insane. Anyways, let's jump into the horoscope for the day. Now that I had that little rant, I just want to prepare you guys. That's all. I just want you guys to know, things are, most of you already know, but it's a year, man. 2020. That's not what I wanted that to look like. Okay, we have our sun here at 26 degrees of Gemini. Well, 3 days left. 3.5 with today. We're getting very, very close to Cancer season. So happy birthday to all the Geminis out there. You guys all pretty much are finishing up. Very cool. Mercury is just stopped here. About to go retrograde tomorrow. So emotions and the way we're communicating, we're kind of just stopped and we're ready to go figure it all out. The mind's got to go back and figure out what we're in. And, it's just crazy because that's going to put, when Neptune goes retrograde too on the 23rd, that puts 6 of our 8 planets retrograde at the same time. That's wild. That doesn't just happen every year. And it's crazy because we had so many planets direct for so long and things were pretty ramped up. But now with all these planets retrograde, it's really, we're going to have to go back and figure a lot of stuff out. And we are, and we look at Saturn here, and Saturn's just this cliffhanger, about ready to leave Aquarius and go back to his home, his domicile. His daddy's coming home. He had a little vacation in Aquarius, but daddy's coming home to Capricorn. And he's about to meet up with Pluto and Jupiter, who get closer every day. They're going to conjunct on the 29th, exactly. And that comes right before, another lunar eclipse. It's just this is a crazy time. June, this is the last month to figure things out. Or you're going to get stuck in a weird place. Because it's there's this new slide. It's the eclipse is like a cigar cutter, right? When that when that moon crosses in front of the sun, it's it's a new slide, just cuts off, and it's about to just really start ramping up, and we're about to go in a new direction that nobody's ever seen before. And it's really this portal that we're getting into. I'm just calling it how I see it. You can take it however you want, but yeah, and the sun making these quincunxes still today, coming off that. Yesterday was pretty heavy with that, coming off these quincunxes to all that and feeling kind of stuck and kind of stagnant, and you really got to do something to change things, and you got to change the structure of your life, and you got to make a big change in your life because, the structure of life is changing, and if you're not going to change with it, then you're kind of just going to be, I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest, but I want everybody to go and follow the flow. 1 second. You need these down? Okay. Thank you. I'll be right out. Had to help the boy for a minute. He's being so good. He didn't even want to come in. He just wanted Buzz Lightyear's wings put down. You know, sometimes it's the simple things in life. Alright, we got Mars. It just came to 23 degrees today. I mean, not only that, but these later degrees of Pisces is really hard for Mars. And Mars really did just come off this activation, going through that square with the moon and the sun and Neptune. I mean, it's just like this edgy place that Mars is coming into, and he is part of that. He's in that energy with Pluto, and it's like it's an edgy time where Mars is like getting ready to come home, and he's like, I'm ready to go home to Aries. And Mars in Aries is really strong. That's his home. And I need to point out that like Mars and Saturn are going to be in their like dignified homes, and they're going to be very strong. They are going to be the only they're going to be like leading the way with their dignity rating. They're going to be, Saturn's going to be +10 and Mars is going to be +8. I mean, nothing's even going to come close. Like the moon might get a second in Cancer, where it's probably going to get aspected terribly by all this Capricorn. And so it's like, even when our moon is in a good place for a couple days, it's still getting hit with huge oppositions that kind of take away from how strong it is there. It's heavy stuff coming. And then this Mars at 23 degrees is making a semi-square to the moon and Neptune. So the moon's going to come over Neptune tonight, and it's like you can still emotionally connect to that reality that you want, and to that reality that's going to take you to the higher place in life. But you have to like be strong. You really do. You have to be strong mentally so that you can get through that and have your emotions come with your mental body. Venus here at 6 degrees. I mean, never in our life have we seen a Venus retrograde in Gemini go this far back. In 2012, we stopped at 7, the high end of 7, so it was like 7, I think 45, like 2 degree or a degree higher than it is now. And then 8 years before that, in my math is really good, 2006. That's not right. It'd be 2004. It was I think 10 degrees. So it just like adds like a 2 or 3 degrees as you go down. So like we're coming into like really uncharted territory with the heavy Gemini Venus retrograde. I mean, we're really rethinking and figuring out a new way to shape our world with our values and what we love and what brings us happiness and like what brings us material things. Like there's just huge change coming, especially with Uranus at 9 degrees in Taurus. It hasn't been there since World War II. Probably before that, I think. But back in the 40s, like in the 30s maybe. Like it's been a long time since we had Uranus this far in Taurus. So we're really reshaping our values, and there's just like a lot going on. And we're really trying to figure it out emotionally. And as we do come into, the emotional time of the year, like Cancer season is when it's time to figure out the emotions, and summer vacation, take a break and figure things out. Well, we got a lot to figure out, and all these retrogrades are bringing a lot of things to light. With this semi-square that I mentioned before with Mars, it's going to be hard to take action on that reality we want. You have to take a step back and put yourself in a position where you can get to that reality you want, because like I say all the time, the news, the TV isn't going to get you to that place you want to get to. You got to go past that. You got to go deep inside yourself. This is really a time with Chiron in Aries where we're all trying to figure ourselves out and come into this new place. Like Chiron in Aries is like, that's where the healing is like your identity and what's driving you forward and what's changing about your identity. And yeah, that's the healing right now, is like figuring out a new way to be in this new world, because, well, the world's evolving, and if you don't evolve with it, you're going to get stuck. And I don't know what's going to happen to that side All I know is like there is like a really good side to all this, and there is like a lot of love that can be there, but you gotta do the work and see it inside yourself. Otherwise you're gonna get stuck. And Neptune's gonna be in Pisces for what, till 2024, 2025? Like, there's just so much deception in these later degrees, and we have that retrograde coming on the 23rd, and that can take us even farther into deception if we're not aligned and listening to those subtle guides, and we're not in our spiritual truth. If you're in your spiritual truth and you can see through this, then you're good. Like, you're gonna be just fine. You're gonna make the decisions that, you know, you're guided. You're gonna be taken to that higher place, to that Uranus and Taurus, that higher reality. But choice is yours, you know. I say that often, and the moon is just getting stressed even more because we have another semi-square from the moon over to Uranus and the sun over to Uranus and the moon in Taurus. So, you know, it's just like our soul wants it. We want the truth. We're going after the truth, and more is coming out. I mean, I think this Gemini season was huge. With the North Node in Gemini, it was very strong. There's so much good stuff coming out. And it's just a matter of if you're going to believe it or if you're going to get trapped in the illusion and the delusion that is Neptune and Pisces. Hold on a sec. What happened? I'm finishing up a video. We go take a bite?
Yeah.
It's right there on the table. You ate most of it already.
No.
No? Do you want to say hi to the camera? Naked boy. Say hi. What's your name?
Sterling.
He's Sterling. That's a good boy.
That's Dada.
That's Dada.
That's Brian.
He just learned my name. That's Brian. Dada is Brian. Pretty cute stuff. I love you. Okay. That's pretty much the horoscope for the day, guys. It's there's just heavy stuff going on, you know. But on the bright side, we do have this sextile from Mars over to all this Jupiter and Pluto stuff that's taking place. So it's like we can take the action on the change. We're there, and we're guided to do that, and we can do the right things. We can do the right things for ourselves that get us in that position. Sometimes you have to take the leap of faith to do that. Well, that aspect is giving you the courage to take a leap of faith and listen to spirit and listen to your guides. Alright, I'm going to pull a card, and then I'm going to feed this kid some more waffle, because I thought he had enough, but I guess not. I just pulled this card. I don't know. I shuffled this deck before. I keep pulling the same cards, and I don't know. It's making me feel weird. It was the Empress. So yeah, and it was upright. So maybe we just need to please don't. So maybe we need to be more nurturing and figure things out and maybe bring a new life. Start a new life and come into this world and figure things out. What's this card? The Three of Wands, reversed. Yeah, I think we need to take that leap of faith. And it might feel a little difficult, but Mars is there on this one, and we got to take that leap of faith and go to that place that's going to make us. It's going to make us happy and bring us more creativity and more passion. Because right now we're kind of not feeling the love, but you can go to that place that brings you love. Sometimes you can't just stare at the ship. You gotta go get on it, and use that good sextile today to get there, because that's really like the best aspect we get today. Otherwise, it's just not a very easy day. So let Mars take action for the change that you want, that's best for your life. All right, I love you guys. I hope you have a great Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow.